Und damit willkommen zurück zu The Great Ace Attorney. Resist 2, das war doch noch der Magnet. Und mal schauen, was hier passiert. Vor allem sind wir mit den Ryunosuke unterwegs. Mhm. Hm. Oh, what a delicious small wafting up the start. It must be nearly time for breakfast. I'd better go down to Mr. Sean's suite and say good morning to great detective and his flatmate. August 7:28 Uhr, Sean's suite. Ah, Runo, good morning. I was just about to call up to you. The bacon's ready. Good morning, Eros. It smells delicious as usual. Before we eat, thought I have some news. Not another word, Mr. Naruhodo. This cold beach must be the abstruse thing for my pre-breakfast. Stagnation's reply mental stimulation, my dear fellow. Morning to you, Mr. Sholmes. Ah, yes, I see. Wie willst du eigentlich noch kommen? So, it's... The truth is as clear to me as day. My faculties of observation have revealed it again. What are you talking about? You, Mr. Naruto, you have this very morning meet with a surprise. Ah, nein, wie kommt auf den Bullshit mal wieder? Well, is that not the case? Really, my dear fellow, it barely warrants explanations. Firstly, your hair is particularly unkempt, somewhat reminiscent of a bird's nest. Clearly, you have neglected to fasten the third button by jacket. Clearly, when considered together, the two facts point to you having been visited this morning. And can I talk now? But of course, although I don't look for admiration, you understand. My hair always looks like this. It's been this way since I first met you. Oh, it has, and the button was ripped off last night, if you remember. You hardly pulled your button off. Ah, yes, I recall the incident now. It was after supper, was it? As the evening advanced, I picked up my violin and began to play the wailing note of a haunting tune. But to my utter dismay, the third string snapped. Why did I have to happen? Why? Little wonder then that in my vexations I grabbed the first button of the repeat and ripped it from the proper place. Ich habe schon wirklich nennenswerte Probleme, muss man sagen. Das nur mal so nebenbei. Well, I'd like it back now, please. It's dropping me, said. Can I lost my jacket? It's dropping. He said, expect me to know where it is. Somewhere thereabouts on the floor, one presumes. I feel. What's the matter at the present time, my dear fellow? As simple whether or not my deductions was unerring. But surely Bruno said it when he came in, didn't he? I had a surprise this morning. Oh boy. Well, that really is a surprise. Oh boy. Yes, this man is the pride of the British Empire. The famous consolidating detective Mr. Herlock. There can't be a single person in the world who doesn't know his name. Alright, then enough of this silly conversation. Come and eat this bacon before it goes cold. And I have a new herbal tea for you to try too. My latest special blend.
Ja, jetzt werden noch alle Charaktere vorgestellt.
And here we have Iris Wilson, Mr. Translator and companion, and a true exceptional young girl. No man, who is the author of a highly successful Serie here in London. Yes, the adventure of Herlock is published in Rand's magazine. There is another who don't want you but out of your misery. What surprise you first find me morning. Oh well, I received a letter from Japan. Oh, from Susie, you mean? Where was it really? That's right, and she had some rather startling news, in fact. Intriguing indeed. You must tell us all about it over breakfast. Oh yes, but fun.
Das ist aber jemand.
Mr. Saturnator. This is the letter that arrived from Japan this morning by international post. Oh, how lovely. Look at Susie's beautiful writing. I wish I could read it. And how is your judicial assistant faring, my asked she. She's very well, thank you. In fact, according to what she's writing, he actually appeared as a lawyer at Japanese Supreme Court and won a case. Really? Oh, isn't she wonderful? A cute approve your good self, my dear fellow. I've won cases too, you know. Apparently, Mr. Natsume appeared in the trial as a witness. Ja. Ist ja nicht so, als wenn wir das erlebt haben. Natsume, I don't recall the name. Oh, of course, do you? We held the man twice. You were now in the two cases that took place on Bria Road months ago. The most hatchet, twitchy man with the somewhat final eyes and mustache. He didn't have two mustaches, really. Der hat auch irgendwie Probleme gedeckt, also kann das gut möglich sein, I guess. Ich mein bloß, als wird es in irgendeiner Form. Das ist, was wir sagen. Yes, who could forget the two cases? They made a very deep impression on me. I thought I must confuse the details are a little hazy now. A very deep impression they made on you, clearly. Starting news. Oh, what was the startling news fanned by Miss Susato? irritiert das, dass da nur so eine Statue von einer Part ist, oder dass er das wirklich sein sollte hier. Erinnert mich diese Statue wirklich dran, oder Füße oder whatever, ne? Oh Mann. Do you remember the cases of the haunted lodgings, Mr. Jones? Ah yes, very interesting, you know. I don't feel entirely certain that case of the nature did not occur. Oh man, du ein Gedächtnis teilweise, echt. He's totally forgotten some. Anyway, in her letter, Miss Susato asked that we are ready over the case notice again and investigate further. So it took place half a year ago for what man. Because of something that Mr. Natsume said her later, apparently, he's suggesting that the real reason why she was called back to Japan suddenly might have something to do with the case of the haunting lodging. The haunting lodging? Oh, Mr. Natsume's return to Japan, Miss Susato's father questioned him about the case, she says, and something Mr. Natsume said appeared to trouble Professor Mikotoba, prompting him to send that telegram. Oh. It was very strange, wasn't it? Yes, das ist definitiv. And I had compiled the story into nice, neat manuscript ready for publications too. And then Hurley here was all funny about it, remember? He was very mean. That a story must not be published, you said, very mysteriously as well. Really, I said that. Are you sure? Do you perhaps know something about it was Mr. Jones? But why Miss Susato was suddenly told 4 months ago that it... and about why Miss Susato was suddenly told 4 months ago that she had returned to Japan. Vielleicht haben wir es halt so noch zugegeben gibt. It's been 4 months now, science being waved Susie off at Dover. It was a shock, wasn't it? It's the way she just suddenly announced that she had to back to Japan. Indeed, it was to a telegram she received from her homeland, maybe. That's right. Telling her return early. Yes, because her father had passed away. Oh no, I just said he was suffering from her high fever, the cause of which was unknown. He is not dead. But according to this letter, that was news about her father's fever was just a ruse. A ruse? Eine Liste, okay. Das ist der Leid to her. Lied to her so that she'd make the voyage back to Japan. Why world he doesn't take. I have to admit I have absolutely no idea. But she believes it's almost currently related to case of haunted lodgings. summoning her back to Japan so suddenly like that. I wonder what Mr. Sato's father is hiding. Ellie, do you know what it's all about? I guess it's an outfit with a well, who can say? But you said. Please, I have engagements, my dear fellows. My calendar is quite surprisingly full today, and a stringent analysis of the matter would be exists. Even if I were quiet as Lisur, so men therefore in my absence won't be you ears. I will really, don't worry, see you later. Das wird er dann jetzt schon wieder reinrennen. Was für einen Mandant hätten wir kriegen, richtig? He circled off rather quickly there. I think Professor Mikotoba isn't the only person hiding something here. Suzuki-san was involved in 2 cases, but only one of them was forbidden from being published. By of all people, Mr. Scholz. Aha, I found them at last. Yes, are you say? I noticed about this case that's already and I complete them together. The case of the hunting lodges. Do you want to read them, Bruno? Absolutely, thank you, Iris. I have no idea what secret could still be hiding in the shadows of this case. But perhaps if I read over the notice again, something may come to light. That's the spirit. Okay. And so Iris and I decided to read over the case notice again together, everything from what happened to our investigations and the fierce battle and curse that followed, reliving every detail. I just need to find a clue, and I have all the time in the world, because of course I'm not longer allowed to practice law, the court of the Great Britain. Okay. It was 6 months ago, a mystery incident that followed on the wintry streets of London. A young woman was found lying on the snowy pavement of the railroad with a knife in her back. Fortunately, her life was spared, but she was unconscious for several days following the incident. Aber hat man dann das Opfer eigentlich mal hinterher befragt? Sie weiß ich jetzt nicht. The walk was thick and nobody saw her attackers. Oh ja. Gut, ich hab das schon wieder total vergessen, muss man sagen. Aber ein bisschen was aufnimmt und Zeit vergeht, zwischen den Aufnahmen ist das ja so eine Sache. But by a cruel twist of fate, a visiting Japanese student was walking behind her at the time and was totally arrested. Er war aber einfach nur noch was mit dem Kerl zu tun haben müssen. Then man was so gesagt, and the man who effected his arrest was Mr. Jones. Believing in our compatriots' innocence, Sato-san and I decided to represent Suzuki-san and Kurt. And after a grueling trial of many twists and turns, we finally managed to prove his innocence. Joyful, joyous, jubilations was the main reaction after the trial, but his jubilant jubilations were short-lived. He recited a telegram from Mr. Scholz the following morning. The victim of the prior stabbing was a renegade conscientiousness. Hurry to parts at once. So Susato-san and Aizumond are handsome and heated immediately to the hospital. Februar 5:30 St. Bartholomäus Hospital Recovery Ward. Inwiefern passt das jetzt zusammen? Jetzt sind wir gerade am 30. August und jetzt sind wir 21. Februar. There you are at last. Good morning, Mr. Jones. Für den ganzen Konsens verstehe ich es halt nicht. I think not. Ach, war da noch Susato dann da? Oh. Oder spielt das von Halten? Ja. You're late. What on earth took you so long? Your telegram only arrived at 5 o'clock, Mr. Schweims, and it's a 20 time ride to the hospital. That's right, and it's 5:30 now. I think we made a very good time. The time is actually utterly irrelevant. The fact is I have been waiting for what was felt like an eternity. In point of fact, I myself was awoken at 4 this morning by a telegram boy, and feeling it was somewhat unjust that I allow had been resorted at such and how I sent to you. Well, thanks for that. Anyway, you're here now, so the victim is over there. She's only just reignited conscientiousness. Sprechen wir dann nochmal mit dir. Oh, you should introduce yourself and I should also from here. Oh, das verstehe ich jetzt so ganz und gar nicht, wie das hier so zusammenfasst, I guess, aber hey, okay, so that's the lady who was found on the snow-covered pavement with the knife in her back. Your name is yes, here we are, Miss Green. Warum haben wir jetzt hier wieder dabei? Warum ist hier überhaupt eine Ratte? Hey, a mouse. Oder mouse, I guess. Naruhodo, an enormous mouse. And when him in a hospital, that doesn't seem the best. But it looks like a very specimen, doesn't it? It's very plump. I'm not sure we can say that's down to the excellence of his faculty. Is that what we are thinking? Oh man, this is looking like that is treatment notes. Let's see. No need. This place are so. You know, I seem to remember seeing an almost identical thing in your local park for the playgrounds for yes. This is a reason. For a woman, I hope she's read this. Hier soll es noch so rumstehen. This rounded wooden figure isn't all the most charming, isn't. Ey, das ist schon irritierend, dass so eine kleine Person eine Riesentasche hat. And I don't think that decoration, Mr. Naruhodo, is an artist mannequin, I believe, used when practicing sketching the human form in different poses. Really, it's not exactly what you would call a typical figure for that purpose, though, isn't it? No, I suppose I confuse. I've never seen one quite so full figure before. Well, if you want to draw a full figure person, it's the right tool for the job. So hier noch. Looks there's a photograph in this frame here.
Oh boy. Is that kind of... Oh yes.
It's a picture of a young gentleman. He looks about the same age as Miss Green, I would say. Perhaps the young man's special someone, do you think? My Mr. Naruto didn't know you had a sense for the matter of the heart. No. In that case, I sincerely said the first thing out loud. Oh, then. Ah, boy. There are lots of bottles in that cabinet, aren't there? Do you think is this safe to keep them like that? If you were a patient here, he's sure you'd take some medical by assistant when you were half asleep. That are very bad. At least cabinet as a look where if it's only the fancy look one. Oh, I have no doubt you managed to look that somewhere while you were half asleep as well. There are limits even to what I can do when I am half asleep. You know, Mr. Sato. Ja, beim nächsten Part werden wir uns beim Screen neue Fragen. Das ist bis dann gut und auf Wiedersehen.